Yo, this switch pod has been a lot more helpful than I thought it was gonna be. I can't lie. It came in at the perfect time, right when I wanted to start vlogging again. So fire, man. Thank y'all again for the switch pod. I'll link that down in the description. I'm over here at my barber shop. I'm linking up with my barber so we can get a project going, man. Y'all see me being proactive in the kind of projects that I want to do, the kind of projects that I want to create. That's what it's all about. So, gonna link up right now, go grab some good B-roll of him doing some cuts, and then one of these days coming up in a week, we'll link up, do some interview work, and then from there I'll have a better understanding of where we want to go with this mini doc project that we're gonna be doing for my barber down here in Atlanta. Yo. So I'm using my C200 right now with the 16-35 f2.8. I got the 20mm on this camera now, and this is typically my primary lens that I use on my C200. But I think I'm gonna sell this lens pretty soon. I'm gonna tell y'all why. A little bit. Wrapping up the R6 review right now. I kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes of how I'm setting up the product shot of the R6. I'm using a C200 right now with the 100mm f2.8, and we got the R6 right here. I'm just getting detailed shots of the body of the camera, but if you have ever seen those really cool like product shots in some of the like super professional reviews of products, you can get a Lazy Susan, which is a platform that basically just automatically rotates at the same speed. But since I don't have that, I just have the camera on a tripod. This is gonna be filming it. And then my fluid head, I'm able to spin the camera around. And then in post, I'll just be able to add some keyframes and zoom that in. But for lighting, I'm using the Aperture 120D Mark II with the Light Dome Mark II. And I have an LS1 panel over here giving us some cool accent lighting. So that's basically the gist of it. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm doing though. So I got my focus point set on my C200 and it's recording. Basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna stay out of frame. I got my handle down here down low on the tripod. I'm just gonna spin this around and then I'll show you guys an example of the shot. Yeah, so that's the gist of how I get these kinds of shots. I'm gonna just bounce around right now and get some super detailed shots. It's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this lens. This is one of my favorite lenses of all time. If you know me, you're watching my content for a long time, you know that I absolutely love the 100mm. Perfect for these sorts of shots, as well as just detailed shots of emotions on people's faces. Captures everything super crisp. So run through this real quick, then I'm gonna wrap this edit. But by the time you guys watch this, it should be out. So click the info card above. Check it out, man. Check out the review after you finish this though. Finish this vlog first though, because I need them views too. Oh. All right, so this is the 20mm f1.4. Stop texting me real quick. You tripping. This is the 20mm f1.4 right here. This is my primary lens that I use on my C200 all of the time. And it's perfect for my C200 in many ways. The fact that I'm shooting on Super 35 and this is such a wide lens with such a low aperture makes this a great all-around lens. This becomes like almost a 30 to 35mm equivalent on the Super 35 sensor on my C200. The fact that my C200 has built-in ND filters means that this huge lens element in the front doesn't really matter because I can use ND filters built into my C200 and I don't have to attach anything externally to this lens. But shooting these doc projects, man, and shooting these projects as of lately, I'm just absolutely loving Pro Mist. So the fact that I can't attach Pro Mist to this makes me want to sell this so much. I might just have to end up going to pick up a 24mm. Love this lens though, man. It's great. It takes great photos too. If you're interested in this, hit me up on Instagram, man. I'm thinking about selling it. I'll probably sell it for a good price. If you're interested, not like super cheap, but something good. This is a lens in perfect condition. Like, no scratches, no scuffs. Nothing on the body on this is damaged at all. So if you're interested, let me know. But I'm packing up. I'm about to go do some interview stuff with my barber right now so we can get closer to wrapping up this project. Hopefully I'll have something to show you guys in the next week or so. I'm excited. It's turning out to be a really good project. I got some really tight B-roll at the barbershop and I'm planning to get some more today. So just take you guys through the process, show you what I'm doing, show you what I'm using, show you how I set up the interview, all that stuff like that. I also want to briefly talk about how much I am enjoying documentaries. I don't really want to compare music videos to documentaries because they're two totally different things, but it's definitely some elements of documentaries, or at least mini docs, that I'm enjoying a lot more than music videos. So I'm gonna talk about that later in this vlog at some point. Who knows, might be 2 days from now, 3 days from now, a week from now, I don't know. Just follow me, figure it out.
We have retail spots at the bottom, and then living space like apartments and all that above us. So we sitting there cutting hair.
Fire officials say the Havana at Midtown appears to be a loss completely. Several units damaged and a large section of the building collapsed.
No one will be allowed at this time to live in the apartment complex because they are considering it destroyed. There's extensive fire damage to the top floor. Throughout the whole building, there is smoke, electrical, and water damage.
My name is Tyrone Bachman, and I am from Johnson City, Tennessee. I go by Ty the Master Barber. My upbringing was, I would say, tough and at the same time, joyful. I love to play football. I love to dance outside and out and about and being around people. Everything that embodies a childhood I actually enjoy. Before I started cutting, I was a TV director and television broadcaster. I realized it wasn't for me when I was working for a TV station and I went from being a director to a camera operator or a floor director based on a miscommunication. And I still was getting paid as a director, but I wasn't doing the job and had the responsibilities of a director. And when I realized that someone had that much control over my destiny, my hard work, and where I came from, and all the sacrifices that people put into my life to get me where I was at, for a miscommunication to dictate my whole future or career, that's when I realized I wanted to work for myself.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, okay. All right. I got some new filmmaking gear in here that I want to show you guys that is going to help me tremendously on the documentary side of things. But I want to briefly touch on what I've personally been enjoying a lot more with trying to create documentaries as opposed to creating music videos, which is what I've previously done primarily for the past 10 years. When it comes to creating a music video and a documentary, the two totally different things that I'm noticing is whenever I would go create a music video, I gotta take a ton of lights majority of the time. I'm taking 4 or 5 lights, then I gotta take 4 or 5 different C-stands. Then I need help, I need crew. I'm working with a lot of different things in terms of gear. So I'm experimenting a lot. And it's just a lot going on in the music video set. Whereas when it comes to documentaries, all I have to take is my camera, a microphone system for audio, and a light. And all I have to do is capture the emotion in a space or just capture what's going on. And I love that. And I've been loving that when it comes to creating documentaries. So that's something that I'm noticing that I actually enjoy a lot more in the overall process. And a lot of different differences. There's a lot of things that I love about creating music videos too as well. But that's just the one thing that I've been noticing off rip, like, dang, I don't have to have 8 different lights with me. I don't have to make sure the light is set up perfect. All I have to do is capture the emotion. So that's been tight. And also, just trying to edit down this little bit of footage that I've been capturing, I'm able to craft a story in the edit that I couldn't even see forthcoming when I planned the entire documentary, which is crazy. So it's kind of sorcery. You can get in the editing space and find a totally different direction with the overall project that you wanted to go. I don't want to talk your head off. I got a couple different things in terms of gear that I just picked up. It's not a new camera, it's not a new lens, but it's some things that will help me significantly. Now, when it comes to picking up gear personally, anyways, I feel like the camera is like the most boring part of it all. You know, the thing that, yeah, it's exciting a little bit, but the things that really transform the image and give you an overall different swag and an overall different feel with your footage are like the lenses, and you know, audio is like half the battle when it comes to video as well, unless you're doing music videos. Music videos don't require audio at all, obviously, but anyways, this is a 10-foot SDI coil cable, and I need this for my monitor that I just picked up, which I'm gonna show you guys in a second. This is the Tascam DR10L, and I actually got my first wind and experience using this when I was just doing a video with my homie Thomas, which is a collab video. You guys will see it soon. We linked up and we tested out the new RSC2, and he mic'd me up with one of these, and I'm like, what is that? He told me, I'm like, oh man, I gotta pick one of these up. Now, I used to have a lavalier mic system before I had a Rode system, which was great. It was wireless, it worked totally fine, but I ended up selling it because I wasn't using it. But now that I'm doing documentary work, I need another lavalier system to capture audio. I've just been moving around with my boom mic, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing, but you know, sometimes you need that audio when you mic somebody up. And the thing about this that's tight as well is it has an internal memory source, so it's not linked to the camera. So I'm able to capture audio all day in this very tiny little thing. Like, this is like super small. I'm gonna put it next to my phone for size comparison. Like, this thing is tiny. It's literally in the palm of my fingers. The palm of my fingers, in the middle of my fingers, what am I talking about? This thing's tiny. So I scooped this up. Can't wait to use this. This is awesome. Shout out to Thomas for putting me on with this. Make sure you guys go check his channel out. Like I said, our collab video is gonna be coming really soon. Linked up and we tested out the RSC2, which I wasn't really feeling, if I'm being completely honest with you, but it wasn't the gimbal, it's just gimbals as a whole, man, and just testing out new gear. I got a whole video on all of that. So this is something else that I picked up right here. Now this right here is just some Canon LPE6 batteries and a dual charger. Just picked it up from B&H. I realized I don't have any spare batteries for my R6 at all, and the monitor that I just picked up needs battery as well, so I picked this up. This is the monitor that I picked up, and I'm super excited to test and use this out. This is the Small HD 502 Bright, and I'm gonna be using this on my C200. And my C200 has a totally capable monitor on it. It's cool, it works. I've been using it for the past couple of months. Nothing's wrong with it, but it's not that bright out in the daylight, and it's super soft, so I can never really tell if I'm tack sharp on my focus when I'm actually using the monitor. So I wanted something better. Heard a lot of good reviews about this. It's super bright, and it's also a 5-inch monitor, which means it's not super huge. So I'm super excited about this, man. I can't wait to get this out of the box and put it on my C200 and actually use it. But that's a little bit of gear that I picked up. Like I said, nothing super exciting, but I figured I'd show you guys because it's all gear that's gonna significantly help me in the process of trying to create these little mini documentaries that I've been trying to do. So that's that. I'm not too sure where this vlog is going or if I'm gonna end it right here, but if I do, I appreciate y'all for checking it out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys check out the R6 review. It should be out by now. I showed you guys a little bit of that behind the scenes footage within the vlog. So if you want to actually see the footage in the video and how it came together, go check that out. If you're new to the channel, consider that subscribe button. I'm out, y'all. Peace.